Okay, back on. Well, I thought I'd bring Nyoka with us for a little different. Just shuffle around. And she kind of
Always
grew,
imagine fall
grew
back.
up on in Monarch, so was only appropriate. Of
This
course,
looks
we got
like
Ellie
a
with
place.
us.
Ready to get my money or what?
Damn right we are. Hello, hello, insurance agent. Wait, that not oh, for God's sake.
I see you're still in one piece. However, you never know when that could change. Consider our accidentally torn into tiny fragments coverage. Note that all of your fragments must be recovered and must be smaller than a standard bit cartridge for the payouts to kick in.
Of course. I need to change the beneficiary on Maryland Fenhill's insurance policy.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
I think that's kind of a good
That
thing.
claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
I'm curious, what else can you tell me?
Are you serious?
Well, we interviewed the parents extensively. They had plenty of awkward childhood stories that illustrated their daughter's clumsiness and capriciousness.
Hey, those are entirely made up.
Furthermore, the claim spurred a whole line of fashion-related policies. It's become a very lucrative market.
So, in theory, of course, how would I be able to amend that claim?
You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
Okay, but look, in theory, how would you change it?
Oh, you mean hypothetically?
Yes, exactly.
Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies. And you'd, theoretically, add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud.
Well, as a matter of fact, Ellie, aka Marilyn, is not actually dead.
Of course she is. The paperwork says so.
I like to think she's dead in spirit, but technically, legally, and regretfully, I'm still Marilyn Fenhill.
That's impossible. By all accounts, she was an elegant and classy woman with impossibly fine bone structure. That couldn't possibly be you.
That's gotta be the nicest thing anyone's said to me in a long while.
Ah. Just to intimidate or do the bribe. Yeah, screw it or get some experience from it. Look, you'll do this or you'll be filing your own claim.
Please. My policy only covers paper cuts and wrist strain. Very well. I'll do it. But then you've got to go. Confrontations like this will raise my premiums.
No worries.
I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
I'm sure she will, don't worry. Thanks.
Can we talk?
Yep, we'll just go outside first. Happy now, Ellie?
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it.
So, how's it feel?
I've never been prouder to stand back and watch someone else work. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs.
Cut to the chase, Ellie, for once.
Sure. You did my job, so here's your fee.
Okay. Look, I appreciate it, but I didn't do this for the money.
Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble?
Look, even though you're a bit stubborn at times, I would say, yeah, let's just look. We're crewmates. It means we look out for each other.
I always thought it meant we get used to the smell of each other's dirty socks. But you really do see a rosier version of things, huh?
Yeah. Look. Better often we're part of a team we care about. Look, we're better off when we're part of a team. We can make it out. Here. We can't make it out here alone. Why not you say can?
Well, I've got a few years of experience that would suggest differently.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
Still, maybe you've got a point.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours. So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests.
Wait. Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to be indebted. Would you want to be? Huh? Wouldn't want to be. Oh, I get. So, you know, I wouldn't. You wouldn't want to be indebted to me, eh?
It's nothing personal. It's just the closest thing I've got to a code. Anyway, enough of the touchy-feelies, huh?
Okay, let's move on then. Down the grave perk. Okay, cool. Right, so get Parvati and Ellie and Lau. Oh yeah, no, we don't need to. I think we might be able to send the ship for this one. Head to the Groundbreaker! So Parvati can finally invite Junlei Tennyson onto the Unravel for their date. God, I've been waiting a long time. God, I wish they'd changed that stupid loading screen. Something else. Against all odds? No, it's not against all odds. Pretty obvious, actually. No? Oh.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
I'm sure they are. Come on, Slider. Go, 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 go. Thank you.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Okay. Okay. Hey, everybody. We've actually arrived.
To Sam, I do so love a clean cargo hold.
Good for you. Hey, Parvati.
All right. She's on her way. How do I look?
Just fine. You look terrific.
Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right, all right. Deep breath. Here I go.
Let's just have a little peek and see if it's all going well.
Status report. 13 jobs scheduled for area maintenance.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. He was probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, make sure I didn't get hurt, but he'd never interfere. I learned a lot that way.
I wish I could have met him. Anyone who helped shape you must have been a special person.
I'm sure they were. Oh, wait, are we going out? Oh. Yeah, we better leave them in peace. I think that's actually a good idea, yeah. let's take I won't take Nyoka. Let's take Max for the sake of it. I'm probably just going back straight on anyway, so. There's, you know, they remind me, they had these, when you had the, sometimes had the expensive ones in the old days, had these little tins, really thin, and probably, I don't know, 10-15 centimeter long cigarettes, little tins, probably 10 or 12 centimeters. In the old days, saw on TV programs and movies, like the 80s and 70s. That's what it reminds me of. Alright. I hope it went well. I mean, from the sounds of it, looks like they're getting on quite well, so fingers crossed.
Some crew member.
I definitely won that round.
You always seem to, huh?
That's because I'm usually right.
Next time I work the scorecard.
How'd it go, Pavati? Not stupid thing.
Okay, Captain, she's gone.
So, did it go well?
I'm near about vibrating. I'm so excited. So she got here, and the first thing she said was, "Oh, you smell nice, like mock apples." And I was like, "Yeah, new soap." And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread.
Something's romantic in tune. So, you laid out the meal, brought June in, started the music?
She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft." Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustback casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person.
So the meal went well, the dessert too?
Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain.
And?
I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted, strong, smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open.
So, what happened next? Don't leave us in suspense.
Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes!
Yay! Congratulations! So, fantastic, but what about your disinterest in physical affection?
We talked about it some. I told her I wasn't sure how it'd work, how I've had a bad time of it in the past. She said we'll take it as it comes. Fix things together. Share meals, talk. Maybe she could rub my shoulders when they're sore. I said I might like that.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Pavati.
It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vickers capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
Go for it. You go for it, Parvati. Congratulations, well done. Happy for you. Enchanted Eating perk, okay. Wait, we got big cultures? Okay. Wait, we actually had a picture of them. Don't see. Oh, maybe it'll only show when you come back on the ship. That's maybe what it would be. Okay, never mind. Okay. Let's go and deal with this. Last experiment. The Chimera's last experiment. Let's do that.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Cool. And this time I'm taking Elia Nyoka. Bit of brute force. That'd be a good idea. Let's fast travel here. Make it a little bit quicker on travel time. But let me turn the course, weave you this way and right. Oh, what much point in it, really? Okay. Ah, okay, so that's the key we're talking about. Oh yeah, because that's what we got from Lilia, that's right.
If we took apart and sold this place, bet we'd get a year of food out of it.
Probably right, to an extent, yeah. Do that shortly. Oop. Very empty. Version that? No? Okay. Let's go to logs. Cascadia compromised. I received a message that an unauthorized user was looking through the files on my Cascadia terminal. Maybe some marauder with two firing brain cells. Maybe not. I hope whoever it is understands that sacrifices made on Monarch and HRS 1084 serve a higher purpose. One day, when all of us have attained a new state of being, humanity may forgive my sins. HRS 1084. But with suspicions that are confirmed, HRS 1084 was ransacked. Who knows what became of suspension tanks? My team. As usual, my handlers on the board are no help. Until I deliver results that they can replicate, package, and disperse to the general population, they desire only silence and obedience from the likes of me. Okay. Yet another relocation. Circumstances are hardly optimal for onto primary and secondary labs. Political instability pulled Cascadia out from under me, and some combination of cabin fever and paranoia saw HRS 1084. Perhaps my home in steadfast Byzantium will offer the retreat I need. Though I miss working alongside colleagues, I know that I hardly deserve the ones I know that I hardly deserve the ones I so enjoyed. Okay. The ones I lost. The work continues in isolation. Bleh. The work continues in isolation and loneliness. Perhaps as it should. Oh, okay. First, extraterrestrials. Okay. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed our superiority on the worlds we touched. Colonization worked, for a time. But Alder's trick didn't work in Halcyon, did it? Now we're the ones that must bow to a greater force in ourselves. We are the ones who must adapt. Okay. Wine makes me so introspective. Perhaps I'll balance that with vodka. I'm not sure that's a brilliant idea, to be honest. Yeah, let's unseal your notes. Let's head down there.
That's top-of-the-line equipment. Better than most hospitals, even.
I'd agree with that, sure.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
I'm the one asking the questions here, in case you hadn't noticed.
You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking.
Lilia Hagen sent me to kill you.
If anyone ever tries to off me, I hope they do it with the same professional courtesy.
Hagen? I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen.
Huh. Why would the board want you dead?
To keep me quiet. But if you didn't know that, I'm guessing they didn't send you.
The effort they put into killing their own people. They ought to redirect that toward, I don't know, actually helping out once in a while.
Yeah, agreed, Nyoka.
I always assumed they would put a bullet in my head one of these days. I don't know anyone named Hagen.
Huh. Lilia runs Sunlight Salvage on Groundbreaker. Yeah, good boss. Bit of a live wire though, that's an understatement.
This is utter nonsense. I've never even been to Groundbreaker.
Well, you've been to Cascadia and Station 1084. I know all your dirty secrets.
What happened to the team? Tell me you didn't move their suspension tanks.
A bit difficult to be honest. Look, Sublight took over the lab. Your human aquariums are probably just office decor. Sorry.
Small consolation. My team, the finest minds of their generation, reduced to salvage.
So, what they were trying to put? So, what they were trying to so what were they trying to prove by experimenting on themselves?
We were trying to prove that the colony could survive the crisis bearing down on us.
What crisis? What crisis specifically?
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
Yeah, like
You
got
can
locked
write me
door.
up in your report. It hardly matters.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
That doesn't even surprise me. Look, it is startling, but it doesn't explain the research I found.
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
Okay. What about these aliens that we keep hearing about?
Look around. We're the only intelligent aliens in Halcyon.
Look, adaptation didn't save your research team.
Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough.
Huh. You actually did burn through a lot of valuable scientists to arrive at 0 solutions, let's just face it.
I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
Okay. So, isn't Cornelius Vanderbilt one of the assault cruisers patrolling Halcyon?
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
That ain't a shock. Board folks will lie to their own mothers if it preserves their paychecks.
I
The
believe
board
that.
is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Well, Lilia sent me out to conspiracy, but looks like I found a cover-up instead.
I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy.
Wait, hang on a sec. The board wants to adopt the entire population of Halcyon?
Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
Yeah, it doesn't for me either.
Fuck that. People are people, and ought to stay the way they were born. They start trying to tinker with my blood, I'll bury them.
Don't blame you.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying.
Look, enough talk, so where do we go from here?
You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
What do you think, Ellie?
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
Yuka? Your opinion?
Look, cold-blooded murder ain't easy on my spirits. But this, all this research, all these experiments, it's wrong. It's all void damn wrong.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
Look, just based on what I've heard, look, they've both done things wrong. Right, Lilia just tries to find a line through the corporate red tape and cuts it and just tries to acquire stuff however she can. And she's got this very unfortunate thriving alien conspiracy, which apparently is completely wrong. But she doesn't know that. She's not going to listen to anyone tell her otherwise. Like, she won't want to accept it. You know, that's false. That could drive her completely insane. You know, which is actually pretty bad with all the power she has. I'm not saying for a second that Chartrand is fantastic. She's done her own bad things, you know. But at least, you know, something we didn't know is that, you know, there's not enough food to feed everyone. And she's been trying to fix that. Lilia just is trying for her own means. Yes, okay, there's survival, but she's doing it in her own way without actually collaborating with anyone else. You know, Eva's been sort of, she kept under the, you know, out of everyone's know-how for a good reason. Because if you told everyone there was not enough food, you'd spread mortal panic. So, yeah, I just can't live with the. Look, I don't want to give someone who won't accept being told that there's no alien conspiracy. I mean, it's one thing to consider it, but if you're not willing to accept that it's false, especially when there's a lot of proof, or when someone, you know, basically just declares that they will have it no matter what, like they'll just risk, you know, stake their life on it, if you know what I mean. If you can't even consider that, then you're gone. Like, just your state of mind's gone. You just don't care anymore. Liz Chartrand, she's sorry, you know. She understands what she did. She regrets it. You know. It's horrible for both ways, I think. They've both got... One did stuff, but she's trying to at least help people. The other one's just doing for her own means, and she's only going to get worse. For that, if she agrees to help Phineas, I'll leave her be. Otherwise, no.
The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander?
That didn't take much. So, there's really no alien conspiracy?
Alien conspiracy? No. What, did you hit your head on your way in or something? I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
Oh, 100 persuade. What if I gave you, you know, 2,592 reasons why?
That'll do, sucker. Now move along. The doc has a lot of work ahead of her. Tidying up and such.
You agree if it... I'll not bother. You could turn around.
Error. Employee information not found. Identify yourself.
This statement is false.
Error. Paradox protection protocols have prevented me from registering your stated identification. Please report to your nearest mechanical engineer.
I will do, thanks. Ooh. Oh well. I honestly thought we could get away with that one. Anyway. Get the hell out of here. Okay. Alright then, let's see. Well, I suppose we're gonna... I mean, we're here, aren't we? So... let's save the sprats.
You grew up in Byzantium, right?
Don't rub it in.
Oh, don't get all prickly. I just haven't met someone who left the high life on purpose.
I'm from there, but I'm not really from there, if you follow.
Enough. Doesn't want to be associated? I understand that. I respect that.
I'll sue every technician and...
Okay, let's head down here. Let's head down these maintenance tunnels. Yeah, just... Lily's got such a wrong idea about everything that... whichever way you clock it, she's probably gonna go insane anyway over it, so... I'd rather not drive a delusions too far. Okay. Come here. Huh. Bastard, not get away from me that easily. Okay.
Security system, security patrol. Now exiting security enforcement mode. Trespassers terminated.
Charming. Come here. Did I pick it up? Hope I did. Try and save as many of them as I can. Not a whole greater hope of that, fortunately. See if you can get around this thing, attracting too much attention.
I won't tell.
Good. UDL identity cartridge. Okay, interesting. That might actually be helpful. That help us? Apart from the obvious. But let's get rid of these. Three. 5, 24. We have 38, so no, don't need that either. That. Go with this. Got weapons off for days, don't we, really?
Beginning security. Reminder, please pay your grave site investigation, sanitation, and security.
That's the last of them.
Good. Right, now where are those sprats gone?
Unexpected.
Hey, pass that armor! Weakness cap.
That'll do. Not quite amazing, but it'll do. Hello! Good on you for hiding. Well done. The hell is that thing hiding? Okay. Hello. Down there. Let's go through here. Right, done. The hell? Okay, let's see what we can... Alright, what perk are we going with? Walk speed to be quite good. bonus. Wait, science. Down for each of your kills. Up a kill. I feel like walk speed. Okay. Plenty of those. Lockpick. Let's go with weapons. Do that. Whoa. The hell? Interesting.
You gotta teach me that.
I thought you already knew. Go back. Not sure where that leads, but
They got the drop on us. Everyone all right?
I was rooting for the spread. What? It's cute, and auto mechanicals are assholes.
oh, it's alive!
I'll keep it down.
Cool. I think I'm on the right way. Soon find out. Yep. Okay, cool. I think we also may have just unlocked like a shortcut through the you know, the lower parts of the cities. That's what I'm thinking. Giles? Yeah, I'm gonna call you Giles.
Any luck finding my sprats?
Yep. Have them all.
Truly? Why, this is marvelous! And all safe and sound. Oh, Reginald, Philippa, Vonda, Haroon, Iskander, Evelyn! I'm never letting you out of my sight again! Please, take this. It's not much, but it's the best I can offer for the safe return of my darlings. Now, I've got to get back to the lab before my supervisor logs my absence.
Good luck with that. So, what's up next? Okay. Alright, I'll tell you what. We'll take a break here. And next time we'll try and see if we can get into Clark's residence. So, see you next time.